Hey y'all, it's me, Ren, back again for another adventure. We are still working our job at the the Cat's Paw Cafe. I did just call it a cafe again, but hey, it's a good name for it, you know? And we are ready to go back into the wild world of dating people and being a person that turned into cats. Cats, cats, cats. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. All right, we're going to continue from our user save here. Sure you want to load this save file? Yes, we do. And of course, it's time to get my tea ready here. Since I'm going to be talking a lot, I need some hot beverage. And I think all my labels are good this time. Since I'm playing the same game today that I was yesterday, I didn't have to change anything. Works out really nicely. All right. I wake up early enough, I surprise myself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept fairly well, all considered. My cheek hurts, kind of like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. Just when I have a job where I see people all day. What perfect timing. I kick my legs free of the blankets and roll off the side of the bed with my usual grace. God, this thing feels gross. I don't have any acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy has something I can put on it. I trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. That's not a zit. That's just a whisker. There's a whisker growing out of my face. Cat curse is real, yo. I mean, we did actually talk to Reese the cat as a cat. His voice came out. Oh, did I pass out? I had to click again. Okay. Whoops. No. It won't come out. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and it got stuck there, but nope. Growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it. That was probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Now I know just how sensitive a cat whiskers are. Is this really how the curse starts? I've been pacing around for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if someone sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. I dig around a bit and find some dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick? I can pretend I have a cold or something. Or not. Because trying to put it on feels really awkward against my face. I'm at a loss here. I'd call one of the staffers, but I didn't get their numbers yesterday. I guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. I'll just have to go to the cafe and hope someone's there to ask. I didn't run into anybody on my way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Geez, my face itches. I hope another one isn't coming in. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. Maybe it'll keep me in shape. I just hope I can keep my human shape, too. Groovy groove. Why are there so many people milling around the front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. Look at all of them. Look at all of these people. It's like they showed up specifically to look at the magical mutating cat person. As I approach the cafe, the whiskers fall off, like a dead leaf or something. Look at it, just flutter to the floor. I lean down to pick it up. If I hadn't seen it happen, I would have thought it fell off one of the cats. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. This is just really, really stupid and I don't want to deal with it. Oh, look at all these cats. This is our bud that was on their back yesterday. I kicked the door open with my foot. Oh, I'm so badass. But it's actually pretty heavy, so it just sort of nudges open. Where the hell is Graves? Looks like most of them are already here. They're already setting the table for breakfast like this is just a regular, normal day where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery. I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? This is the matter. This whole dumb situation. You probably can't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? I'm not any kind of cat. I am a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should have known this was gonna happen. How the hell was I supposed to know? Sounds like somebody here didn't read their contract. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcome pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yeah. Well, how can you be so chill about this? We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats. I don't think they're called dungeon lords. Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're doing what we can. There's gotta be more you could be doing. Where's Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know. I remember hearing Graves going up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something? Whatever it is, that room is going to be missing a door after I kick it off its hinges. I storm toward the back of the cafe. The steps must be back here somewhere. We're going to confront Graves for turning us into cat people. Hayes and Mason are in the kitchen. Hayes is gawking, and even Mason's got an eye on me. Avery, where are you going? I've had enough of this. I gotta give him a piece of my mind. What? This curse crap. The others trail me to the kitchen. What am I, the cat herder? Herder-birder. Herdy-gurdy birder. Avery, chill out. We aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done some good things for some of us. Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning into a cat won't do jack for me. I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault. He does a lot to help us. We owe him. I don't owe him a damn thing. Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't going to change anything. There's nothing we can do about it now. Right now, let's just sit down and talk about it. Oh, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stomp out. You're right. You're right. I got to chill. I got to really think about the bonuses here, because, I can turn into a cat? That's pretty rad, don't you know? I guess I see what you mean. Now, come on. Don't be such a salty caramel latte. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try shrinking away, but she just redoubles her efforts. I've never had someone be so forceful about comforting me. Just be a cat, empty head, just be out. Yep. Them's good words to live by. And she's, introvert, am I right? Trying to shrink away, but she just redoubles her efforts. You're gonna hug me whether I want to or not, but you're so nice, I can't get mad about it. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts? What does that have to do with anything? I think it's time to show you that this cat curse isn't all bad. She gives me a wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at the table. I'll be out to show you in a sec. This is still so stupid. The frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. I feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's Mason. Didn't eat yet, right? No, I've been freaking out about this all morning. I woke up with a whisker. You missed that. I woke up with a whisker. It was pretty gross. How am I supposed to eat? It fell off when I got back to the cafe. She doesn't lift her hand. I can feel it like a weight on my back. Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that a comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. She gives me a firm but gentle push toward the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. I guess I might as well go sit down. I return to the front of the cafe and flop down in the chair at the head of the tables. After all that following everybody was doing before, nobody's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could use the space to cool off. It feels a little like I'm in timeout. First out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup down in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, too. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him. Eye contact, it burns! I pick up the teacup and hold it up to my face. It smells lovely, at least. He looks at me with his eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty calming. I let out a deep sigh. I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. Hayes seems relieved that I've approved. He takes it as permission to sit and takes a seat next to me. You know, I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that, though. I'm sorry, the music is super loud for me, and it's just like going super jazz. It's the CBDT. Yeah, this game is just old enough that it was before. It might not have been before California legalized, but it was definitely before the rash of other states. And doing all of that. You probably guessed that, though, huh? Some things help me out, like the tea. But I think the thing that helps me out the most is being a cat. Word! Let's sell that. I know that must sound pretty stupid, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing is expected of me. It helps me a lot. So that really does sound stupid. But that's what we mean when we aren't mad about it. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. It's not for me. Avery needs to be out and about, doing human things in a human body. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off of the paper napkin in front of him. Ooh, hey! Let's hear it for the paper napkin terrors. Let's hear it for the people who cannot sit somewhere for very long before having a little pile of torn up paper in front of them. Yep. Do. Oh, what do you think? Oh, I'm not gonna fucking ask him if he hates people. What the hell? No. Maybe if I'm trying to do an all endings hate run, but no, you don't ask. Do you hate people? Do you hate people? Okay, I get it for someone like him. Does that mean I should give him his space? He's definitely right about the tea, that's for sure. He probably should have poured some for himself. Heck, he should probably have an IV of it. He seems so on edge all of the time. But what about the others? Do they get something out of this too? Groove. Esteemed patrons, may I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where's her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. Eh? I look down and... Aw, dip! Jelly donut! Robot yelled in from the wall. Jelly donut! Oh, boo, 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 boo! Wah, 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 wah! Your jelly donuts? It's me, a real-life internet sensation. You're so surprised. You should see the look on your face right now. Wow, so you've really capitalized on this curse, huh? I just started making videos as a way to have fun with this situation. Who knew it would make me a celebrity? I'll give you my autograph later if you like. A little paw print. Look at her little pee-paws. Her little poo-poo-paws. Dirty little But something's weird with that one. Something's going on there. Weird. Maybe she stepped in something. I don't know. No, I'm fine. She gives my leg a playful pat and then gives me a wink. Wink. You're so starstruck. I am not. You so are. I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me. No, you're blushing. Why would I be blushing about a cat? Hey, cut the shtick, both of you. Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with his foot, scooting her a good distance from the table. Ah, yes, the foot scoots. The cat owner maneuver of gently, just a little under scoop with the top of your foot. It's not a kick, it's just a little whoop, scoop. Scoop, it's what feet were bent for, right? To scoop cats. Just a little bit out of the way. Let's see. Rude! Are you over your temper tantrum, Avery? Well, I almost was, but then you had to come over here and call it a temper tantrum. No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sets a plate of pancakes down in front of me. Finley, go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. God, get this nip in your clothes the next time when you're on cat detail. Yo, don't dose people without their consent. Even catnip. Despite her threat, Finley saunters off, tail flicking into the break room. It's kind of like roofing, because I've read that catnip stimulates the same sort of pleasure centers that sexy pheromones do. She returns a moment later and flops down in the seat across from me, but not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Reese. She's already digging into her food when Mason comes from the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast prey. How are you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. I'm glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you. I think we all forgot how confusing it was at the start. I know I assumed you already knew what was happening. So, am I the only one who didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into cat, or something? Not in so many words, at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow, the varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now. Nope. I didn't really understand the safe zone's talks and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, but I didn't ask. He shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pooled on his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as no. I skimmed it. I got the potential for great power, but at a price part, but the specifics? Oh my god! Oh my god, all of you! No wonder I'm the one in charge here! The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit dead ends. Yeah, you can't exactly wiki how to cure a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results are, well, they're from the internet. Why didn't you just ask him? Oh yeah, he did, but he said something like, we are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast in the drama of this cafe. That sounds like something he would say. That sounds like something he would say. You bought that? But everybody sort of just nods and agrees with Reese. Wow. But we're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it out with or without Graves. Yeah, you're right. We can do this. I raised my fork, pancake piece still attached. Damn. Robot, we're having pancakes tonight. Talking about pancakes. Like a musketeer giving a salute. Ooh, I'll have to take out our special bacon. Unfreeze that. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but nobody follows my example. I thought we could have made this a thing. What we need to figure out is, first is crowd management. Jelly donut days are rough and we need to be ready. I think I should spend time with Mason. To help her in the kitchen, of course. Ace too. I'm okay with that. We might need you to both come out and help us from time to time, too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how these days go, no cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes. I know. Avery, we'll be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Reese will be out from time to time if we get really swamped, and Graves should be by later to help us out. It might be a bit hectic, so I hope you're ready. Why would I work here if it's a hassle? Who's this negative Nelly over here? Mission accepted, of course. Jumpin' junipers. This sounds exciting. It's Jelly Donut Day, motherfuckers. I bet this place is fun when it's busy. Yeah, some of the people who come by are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had a little Jelly Donut shirt she made herself. Oh, that's so cute. I think you'd look cute in a Jelly Donut shirt, too. Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I don't have one, but if you want to manage it... You're lost. Mason, are you ready? This is going to be a long day for you. I like a challenge. Now, finish eating so we can get back to work. Yes, ma'am! Reese shovels one last pancake in his mouth and, without even finishing chewing, grabs his plates and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better go get ready too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate and then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. She disappears into the back as well. All right, Avery, drink your coffee because it's time to get energetic. Yeah! Good, because if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... Aw, man! Is that why there were so many people out front? To see my gross whisker? Yep. I better chug this coffee then. Well, better get pumped. Yeah, get pumped. And oh boy, did it get busy fast. There was a crowd of people as soon as we opened the door, and they're all clamoring to see the internet sensation, Jelly Donut. They pour in like a leak in a ship's hull. Oh, that's really distressing. I can tell that you are mostly an introvert. You don't compare people to doom like that if you're not at least a little bit like... I love this game so much. I'm so glad I thought of it and thought of playing it. I'm just so excited. All right. Landry tells me that sometimes we have to cap the number of people allowed in at a time, but it's not that bad yet. Bum, 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 bum. Hopefully the numbers stay down until Graves gets back. We'll need the crowd control in the afternoon. Where the heck is he anyway? I'm sure he's got a lot to deal with. There's a lot more to managing a restaurant than what goes on inside, I'm sure. He always comes to help out sooner or later. I'm having a lot of trouble picturing Graves waiting tables. Maybe he wears that uniform Reese is so obsessed with. Okay, I don't have time to sit here daydreaming about that. Daydreaming about my boss in a funny uniform? No, there are tables to wait. Ba-ba. Boy, are there a lot of orders for donuts and coffee today. I didn't even know that was on the menu. Well, special Jelly Donut Day. I guess it was pretty on point to offer donuts on the day where Jelly Donut is in the cafe, but somehow I hadn't expected it. What, because I'm a dum-dum? I don't see them in the pastry case. Maybe they're still in the back? I better go check. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Mason, are there donuts back here? Oh, yeah, there are. A whole stack of them, and they're still warm. Are these those cakey donuts that are so good, too? I should be hungry after such a big breakfast, but they look amazing. The coast is clear. I don't see Mason. Hayes and Reese aren't even in the room. I could just... steal a donut? No fucking way! I'm not gonna steal a donut from my place of business. They will give me leftovers for free without guilt. Come on. Working at a bakery is... You don't have to steal food from a bakery. Alright, get it together, Avery Gray. Don't steal inventory on a busy day. That's fucked up. Like donuts, huh? Of course you do. Oh, I didn't even hear her come up behind me, but there she is. Oh, hey there. Hey, I didn't touch the donut. Don't show a picture of me having touched the donut. I did nothing. I didn't even hear her come up behind me, but there she is. Mason looms over me and rests her arm across my shoulders. Oh, yeah. These look really good, too. I'll make you some later. Yeah. Aw. What do we think here? Should I do the refuse a gift at least once? Make them insist upon it? Or do I just go, she's a baker. She's gonna like me to be like, no, you like baked goods for people. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I like. I like strawberry donuts best with the pink frosting. Can I request those? Strawberry, huh? Not what I expected from you. Is that good? It's nothing. Oh, and with chocolate drizzle? Just like this one right here, this little pink one that looks like a kitty. Sure. And sprinkles. Sure. And don't get carried away. It's too much for one donut. Are you sure? I have some ideas that'll revolutionize the donut world. Now, stop wasting time. It's busy out there. Right. Mason dumps the tray of plates in my hands and then shoos me out of the kitchen. Don't steal. I bring the plates to their respective tables. I'm getting really good at this waitstaff stuff. Oh, thank goodness you're back, Avery. We're so swamped. Avery, to the rescue! This is still a bit much. It's like we're under a waterfall of people who want to see Jelly Donut, or something like that. A lot of water metaphors with the people, which, as someone who has had plumbing issues in my home within the past year, I do not appreciate waterfalls, floods. This imagery is hitting too close to home, thank you. I don't know, I'm too busy to think of a good metaphor. Just more water. Finley's loving it, though. Look at her just mug for the camera. There she is in her little I got a jelly donut on my face page. There they go again. Someone else trying to put their donut on her head. Excuse me, please read the rules. We can't let customers bring food to the cat play area. Fine, whatever. Jeez. You see something on the internet and you think it's okay to do in real life? Some people. Someone better talk to that kid about these bad habits she's encouraging in people. The offending customer has already vanished back to his table, but now there are 3 people that have taken his place. We need more babysitters. One at a time, please. No flash photography. Oh, thank goodness. Reese and Hayes are back out to help corral the crowds. Reese is taking a spot at the door as the world's tiniest bouncer, and Hayes is taking someone's order. Which reminds me, I better get back to work too. Yeah, don't just stand there and watch stuff. We're in the final stretch, but dang, this is exhausting. My pockets are bursting with tips, but that's not much consolation if I feel like I'm never gonna leave this place. I could really use a break. Hey. What is she doing out here? Does she need a break too? I suppose I shouldn't be too selfish. I'm not the only one working my butt off here. And yeah, the baker in this situation, she's working her butt off for sure. Hot stove, lots of muscle building actions like stirring and kneading. Get in here. Oh, yes, ma'am. It's not a request so much as a command. I better go see what's up. Yes. Did some kind of baking bomb go off in here? We're still taking turns bussing tables, but this crowd hasn't left much time to deal with dishes and cooking utensils. I need your help. And here I thought you didn't trust me in the kitchen. I don't, smartass. I need coffee. Yeah, me too. No. We're low on beans. Get them from the basement, right around the corner. I'm swamped. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course. Just a sec, I'll get them. I've never been in the basement before. Ooh, look, there's a sign that's next to this lovely kitchen poster. Which, come on, look at that. The kitty's making bacon. Or maybe some kind of soup. I don't know. This little ball makes me think it might not be bacon. It might be a sauce. It's probably not a great idea to get someone to help me out, but Dark spaces kind of creep me out. Need your help with that glove pose. This is a restaurant, not a haunted house. I'm not some scaredy cat. It should be fine. Here goes nothing. Down into the dark. The spooky goth basement. Because of course goths have this in the basement. All of the goths that I know have this sort of thing in their basements. They have it in their front room. It's gorgeous. I love this giant. This thing. Holy crap, Graves. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt and this happens. This isn't a restaurant storehouse, it's a Halloween surplus store. Is that? It is. That's a curio full of model skeletons. What the hell? Geode, thank you. What's he got padlocked in that cabinet? Do I want to know? Yikes, I better get out of here and go back upstairs quickly before I get attacked by a giant toad. I find a giant bag of unground coffee beans that I'm sure I can just barely lift myself, but more interesting is the book that's resting on top of it. With its worn leather cover embossed with silver swirlies in the shape of a cat. It looks like a spell book or something. Oh yeah. It's probably Graves' diary. I'm so curious. What? It wouldn't hurt to take a little peek, right? It's my diary. Uh-oh. It's all gibberish. What the heck? I don't get this at all. Is it written in code or something? This is all nonsense. Wait a second. Why is my name in here? Ew, is Graves writing about me in his diary? Avery. Oh, she sounds mad. Now's not a good time to start reading. The book is really tiny and fits just right in my hoodie. I'm gonna look through this when I get home. Don't steal. It's probably nothing, but after seeing my name in it, how could I resist taking it home for a better look? I'll bring it back before anyone notices it's gone. Okay, but seriously, I should leave before Crow lands in my hair or something. I have the coffee bag in my arms and trundle up the stairs back to the kitchen. Ah, the light of day. It was way too quiet in that basement. I barely get the door open when I hear a muffled noise from the dining room and the clanging of pots and pans in the kitchen. Get lost? Took you long enough. Sorry, I don't know my way around down there yet. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you said it. It gave me the chills. I like it. Somehow I'm not surprised. Thanks. Now I'll get back to work. Okay. Anytime? Yeah. The whirring of the coffee grinder starts immediately after I start talking. This conversation is probably over. Better get out there and see what's going on. Yeah, if someone starts grinding coffee while you're talking, you can pretty much bet that they're done with the conversation. They're in different spots now. This dude's still about to fall, but this guy's still doing his little foxy fight. Last time we couldn't see them, but we could see their tail. But now we can see their whole dang cat. I hadn't seen this guy yet, too. Looks like the crowd has dissipated. I also don't see Finley or Jelly Donut anywhere. I guess even her energy has its limits, huh? Hey, cutie, how about some coffee? I had a real busy day at work. Oh, there she is. Oh, look how tired she is. She's got sprinkles all over her. Wow, she looks worn out. I bet that does take a lot out of you. Wait, cutie? Dang, is she just being friendly or is she making a move? Boo. Let's see, you got it, hot stuff? One coffee coming right up. You know where the coffee is. All right, well, we're definitely not doing that one. What do you think? We want to heat it up with her, or are we just going to be buds? Oh. I'm going to drink a little bit of tea here. Let's see if y'all have any input. I think I'm still on track for the one that I really want. So I'm going to go ahead and just be friendly. One coffee coming right up. You want me to put anything in it? Oh, you sweetheart. Skim milk and 2 sugars, please. You got it. I fetch her a cup of coffee just the way she likes it. Once I make it back, I catch her looking at her phone. The cafe got some really good comments today. We should see a nice boost in traffic from this. So is that what you mean by social media expert or whatever? Yep. I run the company message board and all those other accounts. Jelly Donut was something I started doing to get more cafe traffic. I didn't expect it to get so big. It's actually a lot of fun. You should join me when you start transforming, too. I could use a sidekick. Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that until just now. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to help. Here, come sit with me for a sec. It's quiet enough that Landry can take care of the remaining stragglers, so it should be fine if we sit for a minute or two. Really, though, it's going to be fine. We all stick together here, and you're part of the family now, got it? You have sprinkles in your hair. She reaches up and finds a treasure trove of sugar stuck in her bangs. So I do. I mean it, though, got it? Yeah, thanks. Hey, got any room for another at this table? Guess there weren't too many left after all. I glanced downstairs and it looks like he's already locked the door. Always. Landry scoots a chair next to Findlay. I guess the cafe's closed now. I expect y'all won't spend too much time lollygagging. We have cleanup to do. Jeez, Dad! Lollygagging? Really? I don't know. It was the first word that came to mind. Reese, why don't you sit with us too? We could all use a break. I suppose so. We're Hayes and Maze. No, not Hayes and Maze. I keep wanting to do Hayes and Maze. Hayes and Mason. You know Mason. She's probably already gone. She doesn't stick around after shifts to help with cleanup? Yo, she's the baker. She gets here at like 3 a.m. probably. She gets here earlier than any of us for prep, so it's only fair that she also leaves early. Besides, I think she has something she does after work. What, as a cat? Hey, don't judge. I wonder what kind of cat she is anyway. Feels kind of rude to think that, but you know what they say about curiosity and cats. I should see if she's here to thank her for her work. I'll be right back. Tell Hayes to come join us if you see him. You got it. Yeah, let's go in the back. Wow, the kitchen is pretty clean already. Was Mason that quick? Oh, there she is. I caught her before she could go. Mason! What? Oh, you really busted your butt today. Thank you. It's my job. She's already got one foot out the door. She seems irritated that I interrupted her. Do you want me to walk you home? Have a good night. I think I'm going to say have a good night. I may end up not dating anybody because I'm so nervous about pushing for anyone. But I seem like this is too pushy. She's irritated that I interrupted her. I'm not going to, well, have a good night. And with that, she's gone. Boy, she's hard to talk to. She is. She disappears around the corner, but a second later, I catch a glimpse of a lanky orange cat with a crooked tail. Maybe that's her. Looks like she's heading in the same direction as my apartment. I wonder if we're neighbors. Probably not. That's kind of silly to assume. When I get back to the kitchen, I hear the sink running. It looks like Hayes is doing the rest of the dishes. Why doesn't he come out with the others? Poor boy deserves the break as much as the rest of us. If everybody's a family like Finley said, then he should be a part of it too. I'm gonna help him with the dishes. I guess we could do this real quick though. Hey, let me help with that. You can't do all those by yourself. You don't have to. Yeah, I do, or I'm gonna feel bad leaving you in here by yourself. I like it that way. Too bad, because I'm here. No, that's not how you do that. He turns the sink back on and looks away from me. I guess it was a little forceful. He's acting like I scolded him. We do the dishes together quietly. He washes, I dry. This is really awkward. So... Hayes looks startled, like I just shouted at him. I was only trying to break the silence, but maybe I should have had a good follow-up. You been working here long? Nailed it. I suppose so. How long is that? 2 months. I'd get more blood from a stone. Should I leave him alone after all? That's cool. Yeah. That's it, huh? Awkward. We finish up the dishes without much else by way of talking. Great. All right, I'm gonna go back out and sit with the others for a bit. You coming? Sure. Oh, he looks sick. We both head out quietly. I grab a cup of coffee on my way back to the cafe. He slips upstairs, probably to get a cup of much better coffee. I head back upstairs, coffee in hand, and return to my seat. Hayes follows shortly after and sits at the table next to us. I reach out and drag his table a little closer to ours. Come in here, bud. Come in here, my friend. We all sit and talk over coffee for a while. We divide the tips, careful to leave a separate stack for Mason when she gets in tomorrow. It's getting pretty dark. I should get going soon. I say goodbye to everybody and head out. They're all staying late again. I can understand that. Of course they'd want to be human for as long as possible. I'm going to enjoy this while I can. The gravity of the situation weighs on me as soon as I'm out the door. Is your face itchy? What the hell am I going to do once I start turning into a cat? How could I explain that? Nobody would believe me. Mew. And the thought flies out of my head. That black cat with the odd eyes is back. It sits in the middle of the road. Something dangles from its mouth, but I can't tell what. Quit it, Graves. I know that's you. The black cat stares back at me impassively. Playing dumb isn't going to work. The cat flops onto the pavement and splays out its legs. It's not even looking at me. How very cat. Maybe I am off on this hot tip after all. I guess sometimes a cat is just a cat. Everything's getting to me. All the more reason to go home and get some sleep. I'm almost home now. I should figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. Ah! Kitty attack! Meow! Something just hit my back. Get it off, get it off, get it off! Wait, it's gone. I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves! I don't care if this cat is Graves or not. He's getting the blame. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong. Meow. The black cat trots off somewhere. Is it just me, or did that just sound like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, it sounded kind of smug. Meow. Meow. Graves! Maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell like cat and attract other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. Meow, 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 meow. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, I'd be turning that way. You're late. Heyo! Eh? Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no. I'm not doing this. I dump some kibble in Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. Yeah, I got the right game. Well, because I didn't have to change it, because we did this yesterday. So when I sent the announcement out, I didn't have to remember to change it in 2 places. It was the same in both. So, it's easier to remember when you don't gotta do it. I shamble into my pajamas. But when I bundle up my hoodie, I feel a firm, squarish bulge in the pocket. That's right, the book. Maybe something useful is in here. I start to flip through the book again. There's my name. And there's Hayes, Finley, Mason, Landry, Reese. This must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they've been written by birds hopping around in ink. I toss my hoodie on the floor to get to work. Maybe I can decipher it? If I hold the book upside down... No. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it won't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book. It hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. I shuffle them away with my foot, but something tumbles out. A lot of tumbling going on in this sentence. What is that? It looks like it fell out of the hood. A bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? I pick it up. It looks like it's got some weird holographic center. It's a secret decoder! Secret decoder sheet. It's kind of pretty. I should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow along with that stupid book. I gotta tuck the bookmark into it for safe. I go to tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but look at that, it's a secret decoder. Hold up. I can read it with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading the book. The cat gave it to you, yo. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery? What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This might be a good lead on whatever's going on. I settle in with the book and start from the beginning. Witches, yo! Now, here we go. I've been doing this for days now. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes back up. Lather, rinse, repeat. Listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. I can't stop reading this dang book, or mumbling to myself, I guess. Word. That's my problem. I can't stop reading the dang books and muttering to myself. But seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it. If I hadn't actually seen people turn into cats, I would have a really hard time believing it. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read. Powerful, I guess. Like if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place and I'll learn something unknowable. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard, and my coworkers have pointed out I'm getting some wicked bags under my eyes. Wicked pisser, right? Is that a Boston accent? I haven't told them about the book. I bet they think I've just been up playing video games or something. What's with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say that some witches get familiars. No, that's ridiculous. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm not becoming a witch. I have been trying some of the stuff in the book out, though. Just a bit. You can't blame me for that. Hear me out, but I think I managed to move a cola can with magic. Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something and fell on its own, but it felt like it worked. It was real wicked pissa. I've definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. I should stretch my legs or something. Right, Mochi? Meh. See? Even Mochi agrees, and he hates exercise. Meh. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night actually reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. Did it? I'm gonna celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, and a nice walk. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? Yo, it creeps up on you. It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now, almost. My palate is refining every day. I kinda just want a big old cheese Danish or something, too. There's that corner store down the road. I've been in there for a lot of stuff, and their breakfast pastries look really good. I could also just stop by the cafe. It's closed to customers today, but I bet someone's hanging around who could make me a nice fancy coffee or something. Alright, so do we want to pursue tall redhead dry baker, or do we want to pursue tiny blonde shy coffee boy? Tall redhead always, okay. It's not like I'm not going to be coming back around and playing all the other paths eventually anyway. But for first times, we get the tall redhead. You know what? I eat at the cafe all the time now. Why not get some variety? Ding dong dong. This place is really cute and handy. I'm not really a grocery shopping kind of person, but if I was, I'd do it here. You'll pay exorbitant prices then, if I understand. Although, no, I don't really live in a bodega community. Places like this in our area up the prices because they are convenience stores as opposed to these are the shops for the neighborhood. The snacks are choice, and the little bakery window behind the counter has some surprisingly delicious donuts. I think the owner makes them himself. The owner's a real gruff guy, but I bet he's the type that gets favorite customers and warms up to them. All I know is I'm not one of those favorites yet. Ding dong, bing bong. This guy, he's at the counter reading the paper right now. He somehow manages to spare me a glance as I approach, but goes back to the sports section while I pour myself a cup of coffee. Good morning. Sure is starting to get cold out, isn't it?
You want donuts or what?
Boy, he reminds me of a certain surly chef. Yeah, chocolate and a jelly donut, please.
Jelly donut.
He turns to pluck the donuts from the display case, and that's when I see it. Dang, I want donuts now. Her, to be precise. That scraggly orange cat curled up and sleeping on top of an overturned milk crate down by the owner's feet. That's Mason? Oh, Dip. The old man didn't hear me, but the cat sure did. Her eyes fly open and her pupils shrink to the size of a paper cut. I start to mouth, "What are you doing here?" to her, but she's having none of this. Her crooked tail puffs up to twice its size and thrashes wildly about behind her. Even as a cat, her stare is intimidating. I know it's her, and I know if I don't shut up, she's gonna come at me.
Here's your donuts. What'd you do to my cat?
Nothing. I think she just doesn't like the way I look or something. Anyway, bye! I leave the money on the counter and make a hasty retreat.
Exit stage left, Steven.
How weird. I didn't expect Mason, of all people, to be some store mascot. Something weird is going on here. I hope it's not so weird that I can't go there anymore. This donut is delicious. I decide to head over to the cafe for a bit. I hope they won't get on my case about having outside food. I kind of think they don't really care, though. Mason is probably the only one who would give me grief about that, and, well, when I get there, I already see some movement inside. Normally, I'd be weirded out by people hanging out at work on their day off, but cat curse and all, I get it. They should put in, like, arcade machines. Hayes opens the door for me. Looks like he's the only one here right now, actually. I see him glancing down to the coffee in my hand. Where did you get that coffee? I'm from the corner store a few blocks away. It's on my way here. You could have come here. He looks a little disdainful. I kind of like knowing that such a shy guy has a bit of a snobby side, though. There's something hiding in that shell for sure. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big old sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Hey! Oh, Avery, you're here early. Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everybody's doing. I've been cooped up in my house for too long. It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, so let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you're busy enough. There's the door again. Hello, hello! So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No, nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. I figured it'd take more time. That's strange. I turned in about a week. Yeah, me too. Hayes nods from the other couch. That wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake. Were you standing there just waiting for a chance to say something like that? Of course not. He totally was. They're right, though. Playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? I wonder. Well, I'm gonna do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you're a silver tabby or something pretty like that. I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. I want to be a person cat. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on a long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound notebook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles towards the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. The 3rd floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him like all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out until late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin. I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe, after all. Or vampire. Let's consider. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't gonna build itself, after all. Lander gives me a little wave and then disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement. Sorry, might get a bit noisy in here. That's no problem with me. I suppose if you must. Landry and Reese get back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help out one of them? But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... let's see. Now here, I could mess up our path because I don't recall if going and seeing anybody here. But who do we want to hang out with? Do we want to hang out, build a cat tree with Landry, do some computer stuff with Finley, or maybe see what Reese is doodling? You want to see the doodle boo? I'm going to pour myself some more tea in the meanwhile. All right. Tea has been poured. No response yet from our friends at home, so we're going to go ahead and let's see what Reese is doing. I like him. He's a little spitfire. That looks like a sketchbook. I've never seen Reese draw before. Oh, Landry was the tall boy. Tall boy doing chores. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him do anything for entertainment before. I wonder if he's good. One way to find out. What you got there? Yo, don't startle me like that. Sorry, but what are you working on? Well, since you asked nicely, I suppose I can show you. Prepare yourself for greatness. He holds up the sketchbook as if he's presenting the new king. Cool book. Look at the sketches, idiot. Whoa, are these fashion sketches? Are you a designer? Not yet, but someday I'll have a label bigger than my dad's. If you play your cards right, I might even give you early access to my first collection. Yeah, trying to keep track of all the different datings. I'm happy to be on this one because doing Wandersong, there were so many voices and I only have so much in me as far as voices go. But this one's nice and manageable, and I still have two people that I think sound too much alike. I don't know, and the stuff that sounds different to me may not sound different to you, but hey. So you want to follow in Dad's footsteps, huh? If you want to be so simple about it, sure. Before all that, I like to design a new uniform for this cafe before Graves gets in his head to try again. Ah, so that's what you meant by early access to your first collection, huh? Oh, look at our face. We're so interested. You'll thank me for it once they're done. So, do you have any sketches of what you had in mind? Actually, I do, here. Oh, these are really cool. I had no idea. There's a lot you don't know about me. You're right. I know nothing about you. Ooh, you're so full of mysterious mysteries. Will you share your dark and tortured past with me someday, too? Oh, quit it. Seriously, I wouldn't mind wearing this at all. Hey, can you design something for me? What, like right now? Yeah, I want to see the artist in action. It's not that quick of a process. How about you draw something for me instead? Show me what you got. You better gird your loins then, because this is going to be something else. Consider them girded. He hands me the sketchbook, flips to a fresh, clean page that has no idea what I'm about to do to it. All right, let's show this bratty kid what's up. All right, there. I hand the sketchbook back to him, drawing face down. You may uncover my masterpiece whenever you're ready. He flips the sketchbook over. I can tell he's impressed by how speechless he is. Oh, come on, you gotta show it to us. Yeah! Look at this. Look at this tiger. Look at this tabby tiger, kitty cat. Kitty what? Kitty cat. I somehow actually expected you to draw a fashion sketch. Silly me. What? It's a cat. I'm really good at drawing cats. I thought it was a pig. Well, I'm sorry you aren't sophisticated enough to get it. There's nothing to get about a cat drawing. If you like, I could give you some lessons. Nope. I don't want you touching my sketchbook again. You're lost, nerd. What? I'm not a nerd. Nerd. Look at little blushy blush, calling me a nerd. You into being talked down to? Little humiliation king? Wow, he really is pretty easy to mess with, isn't he? I guess this is why Finley does it all the time. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the big boss himself.
My wonderful cat herders, I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone.
He looks us over, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. You. No, he's not perving on you. He just knows you didn't turn into a cat. I'm onto you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. It can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it must be something fishy. You entered into a contract where you're going to turn into a cat until you can learn to control your magic powers.
Landry, excellent work on the cat's equipment as always.
But I'm not done yet.
Have you ever given me reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about future designs soon.
Sure thing, boss.
Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work.
Of course. Nothing gets past me.
The eyes and talon of an eagle.
Protege? Are they talking about me?
Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Can I trouble you for some of your exquisite coffee?
I'd be happy to.
You are a treasure as always. I hope you've been keeping well.
Well...
Finley.
Finley peeks her head over the upstairs balcony to shout down. Come on, just come downstairs. Present!
Your videos are keeping me busy. We hit a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end.
I'm sorry you have such a precious, adorable girl here making your business work.
You are my internet lifeline. I have no head for such things.
I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style. Vampire.
And Avery.
He's real close. Oh, he got real close. I don't think I like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder. No touchy, and levels his gaze down to mine. That blue eye is so chilling. It really is a Telltale Heart situation. It made me think of Telltale Games. Graves will remember this.
I'm on to you, Avery.
What? Huh?
You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new. None of the others have figured out how not to be a cat yet.
I feel like he's not just talking about the cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying.
So you have.
He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. And backs up to a proper 6 feet, thank you. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but maybe it's not a good idea in front of everybody else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information. I must discover more secrets.
Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today, too.
She hasn't been showing up as much on days off lately. Maybe she found a comfy gig as an old lady's cat or something.
Haven't been to your place in ages, though.
When did you get here? You startled me.
Mason, I'm so glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite.
Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Ha.
Of course not. That's why I will take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement.
Oh? He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag. No.
You haven't even let me make the announcement.
I know what this is. Absolutely not.
Humph. For my more cooperative employees, then.
With a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh, no. No. Is that somehow both plaid and checkered flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everyone. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight up leaves.
No appreciation for your new uniforms? And to think I had it made in your size, Avery.
Try it on, Avery! She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack.
And I went through such trouble to have it made.
Check with us the next time before you waste your time.
'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. I want to dress you up in a lowly girl costume.
See, you knew we wouldn't agree to it.
Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to see reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but I trust when I return you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell. I'm going down the street to get Thai food for everyone.
With that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm gonna follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. I'm sure I'm gonna see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change. Not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. I guess the others already assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape, whatever it was that got everyone else? Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. It seems like a good time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. I peek back into the main cafe. Looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked her up her feet on the couch and seems to already be dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment, after all. I could go look and see what he's got hiding up there. Yeah, let's fucking break into our boss's house and snoop. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. It probably looks a lot like this place, but even more goth. But then again, if he was hiding something there, wouldn't somebody have noticed it by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. Okay, should we check out Graves' apartment or should we check out the basement? I think I answered my own question. You don't go up into somebody's private space. I'll just look around in the basement. It worked the first time, right? I bet that's where all that nefarious stuff is kept anyway. Maybe Graves is a hapless idiot caught in someone else's plan. Maybe I'm supposed to think he's a witch, but it's actually someone else using him as cover? Wouldn't that be messed up if it's one of the other workers at the cafe? I can't see any of them as the mastermind type, but what do I know? No, not to the puzzle basement. Yes, to the puzzle basement. Well, I suppose I should prepare myself for some snooping. Snoop, noop, noop. Boy, this place gives me the chills. I mean it. It's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is upstairs. Now, if I were a witch, where would I hide my witchery and witching accessories?
Propane and propane accessories.
I take a brief walk to the immediate left of the stairs, but there's nothing here but cafe and cat supplies. Maybe the bulk coffee is also ground up and used to make arcane sigils? Or maybe I'm reaching. The right of the stairs has more interesting stuff anyway. I kneel down to get a closer look at the curio filled with crystals when I hear something creaking above me. Crap. Is Graves gonna catch me? Nah, he left. I'm hearing things. I resume my hunt. Maybe these are magic crystals after all. Creak. Creak. Hello? No answer. Maybe it's my imagination. Creak. Creak. Okay, maybe it's not. I know somebody's there. Creak. Are you gonna try to sneak up on me or something? I'm not gonna fall for that. You're so noisy. Oh, it's just you. Just me. Think something was gonna get you? You can't blame me. It's creepy down here with all these specimens and things. I like it. All right. Yeah, it's quiet. So you come down here a lot? Of course. Supplies are down here. That's not what I meant. I know. She's being kind of chatty, in her own way. I feel like this is the most we've ever talked. You like all this collection stuff, too?
Yeah.
Ever look through it? Well, only a little. I'm doing it right now. Find anything good? Oh, just a book. It's kind of hard to explain what it's about, I guess. I feel kind of like she wouldn't believe me if I tried explaining it now. We just barely started talking. I'm gonna bust out with, hey, I found a magic spell book. I mean, come on, we all turn into cats, and we know that we turn into cats. I feel like our suspension of disbelief is gonna come a little easier. Nah, boring. Look around more. Wow, I didn't take you for the snooping type. I guess you caught me doing exactly that, though. She's just kind of staring now. I'm not sure what to do, so I kneel down by the curio and start rooting around. What kind of stuff do you find, anyway? Here. I feel her kneel down right next to me. Ooh, I'm not sure if she wants me to move over or something to give her space, but she doesn't seem to mind right now. Look. She reaches over for a weird, lumpy-looking rock. She rests her arm on my shoulder and then drops the rock in my hands. It's a cool rock? Turn it over. Oh, of course. Oh, it's a geode. Duh. For a second, I thought that said, oh, it's a geode dude. It's a geode dude. We're playing Pokemon now. Yeah. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see... Is she smiling? She's smiling a little. What a great little nerd goth creeper girl date. Let's hang out in the creepy basement and look at weird shit together. Yeah. Amethyst. It's really pretty. Do you like crystals? Who wouldn't? You're right. Used to collect quartz as a kid. Oh? I wouldn't have expected that. I wonder if she's into that whole healing crystal thing. Maybe she knows something about magic after all. Probably not. I'm not gonna ask, at least. She'd look at me like I had 3 heads. You don't seem the type, that's all. I bet you'd look really cool with quartz point necklace, though. I should keep that in mind. I wonder when her birthdays is. When her birthdays is. Huh. Maybe. She gives me a light slap and stands up. I'm going back up. Oh, okay. You coming? Oh, yeah, sure, 1 second. Well, that was a bust, mostly. Got to hang out with Mason. It was kind of nice to talk to Mason, I guess. It feels good to be getting closer to everybody here. It's sort of like I finally have a social life. Well, sort of. I guess I'm still hanging out with a bunch of cats one way or another. Bunch of cool cats, am I right? Back to the drawing table on this curse business, huh? I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with cats. Big mood. Shunsuke gets all excited when I bust out the bell toy. I guess I'd be excited too. Owl gets messed up on the catnip toy. Is this Owl? Is this Owl right here? Because he looks pretty messed up on catnip. But it might be this fella. That looks like that cat could be named Owl. Looks pretty owlish. This little sass machine, look at her. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Maybe that's what this is. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. Seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Maybe that's Valentine. He could be anybody. Marina chases the feather on a string all the way up to the platform. Wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps. And that seems... Honk shoo. Honk shoo.
Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner?
Ah! I jump up with a start. Oh, hey. Somebody was throwing toys at me. When did I fall asleep? Good morning, sleepyhead. Why is there a garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck? What the heck? Well, we tried to wake you up. With catnip? What is all this?
Finley.
What? I just put a mouse here. I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up. And then you didn't, so I put another. And another. And another. I got some really cute pictures out of it.
Oh my God, don't put those on the blog.
Why would I ever do that? I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head. Ow! Hey! Okay. They won't go on the blog. Good. Today.
No.
Finley, be nice.
All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived.
I thought you were actually going to make dinner, not just order takeout. We usually order takeoff. It's too many. There's too many off, on, off, outs, ons. All of them prepositions telling me. Altering. We usually order takeout on off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some of the other restaurants around here. There are fewer dishes to wash.
The cuisine du jour is brought to us by the Thai restaurant downtown. You also enjoy.
I was right, it's Thai.
Avery, I believe you will be experiencing their splendor for the first time tonight.
What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu. Listen, as a picky eater, this could be a travesty. Oops, I don't want to. No, I didn't mean it. I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai and then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys. Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... I look over to the tables and it looks like they've pulled them all together into one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up in the center table, and all of the places have already been set.
Bon appetit, my dear employees.
And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we're all settled with our respective food, and we sit down for dinner. Graves takes the seat at the head of the table. To be dramatic, well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not flitting between us and offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling a story in as grand a Graves gesture as you could imagine.
When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me.
What, did you just take a break from your goth face? You go grunge for a while?
I would never break style. No, in fact, if anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair, and I wore such elaborate makeup.
If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are now. Why stop?
You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now, after all. I can't be maintaining beautiful goth locks.
Dad showed me a photo once. The one with you with your bandmate.
Who?
The guy with the mohawk? I don't know how he got such a huge hawk.
Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair.
He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes? Wait. You were in a band? Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on. Everybody was in a band in the 90s. Don't call me out.
I don't recall that stereotype, but yes. I was, in fact, in a band.
I bet it was called, like, Masters of the Night or something like that.
No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that.
Ha! More like Nightly Nightshade.
Or Dark Carousel? No.
Or Sorrows of Blood?
Et tu, Hayes? You are all so cruel.
You have to tell us the real name or they'll keep going.
I refuse to further enable this slander.
It was Spider Coven with an X.
Reese.
What? How do you spell spider with an X? Goth willpower. You're kidding me. Yep. They had a song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but...
No.
Ahem. It went something like...
No, this is traitorous. My own pupil betrays me.
Ahem! Trapped within my own mind. Something, something in French. My will dissolves to blood. The soul's red rind. Life is but a march towards death. Right, Graves? Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around and mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese? Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows.
He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have me to thank for your very existence, my boy.
Don't put it like that. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. Getting totally roasted. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd, at least. I'm starting to get it. I guess this is why nobody's all that mad at Graves, even though they're going through this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everybody's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun is totally gone. How long have we been doing this? All fucking day, yo! Shoot, I better get home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late.
It is quite late. I'll take care of all the dishes and sundries, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we better all get going, huh?
Later.
Mason's already headed out the back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. All right, everybody, see you tomorrow. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. All right, once I get home and go to bed, we're going to call it a day, but I feel like something might happen. You shouldn't walk alone at night. It's dangerous in the city. Boy, it got late. The street lights are on, but I still sort of hate walking the back roads at night because they're kind of sparsely lit. I don't know why, but I feel a little like it's a bad idea tonight. I decide to take the other way home. It's a bit longer, but the store lights are brighter once I get through this alley.
Wait, might be some mofo turns you into a rusty bicycle.
Oh, spoilers!
What?
Nobody gets turned into a rusty bicycle, I swear.
Exactly.
Besides, it's pretty nice out. There's a lot of rusty junk on this street. Did someone just dump their crappy old bike here? Rude. How long has that been there? It looks like it's been around for years, but I don't remember seeing a messed up bike like that yesterday. I should be more observant. Graves should complain about it to somebody. It doesn't make the walk to the cafe look that good to customers. Uh-oh. I can't shake this creepy feeling crawling up my spine. About to be spooked. What's spooping? I've never felt this. This is a quiet neighborhood. I've never felt this something. Something feels different, off, eerie. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. I could be imagining it. I don't know. All I know is I want to be home. There's one other person on this street. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. What is he doing? This is a weird place to loiter. Is he lost? I should offer him directions. As I get closer... Oh, he looks pretty anime. He whips his head up and stares me down with an intense gravity, threatening to root me in place and allow the chill in my spine to sink in his claws. I sever eye contact and hurry on my way. Never mind, I shouldn't talk to him at all. Moving on, whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe I should have crossed the street to avoid this, because I seem to have his attention now. Out of the corner of my eye when I pass, I see his head move to follow me. I walk faster. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, making things up, but I'm not about to stay and find out whatever his deal is. Yikes. That's an anime if we've ever seen one. I can't get over the habit of reading the comments when I see them. I walk even faster. It's bike. Yikes! Maybe I'm making a mountain out of the molehill here, but that was creepy. I'm gonna stick to the back streets after all. I better go take care of Mochi before he jumps through the window and attacks me for food. Comes to me. I head upstairs. The rest of the night is pretty quiet. No more weirdos on the street. Just the four-legged weirdo that lives in my apartment. That's me. Oh, wait. But it turns out if I'd stuck around, I would have seen that man continue on his way. I would have seen him take the back alley all the way to the cafe. I would have seen him stare in the window of the cafe for a long time, and then up to the third floor. I would have seen him leave a rusty handprint on the shutters of the building across the street. not shown here. All right. We are done for today. We're going to go ahead and save over our previous file because we're not doing any save scumming on this game. I'm not averse to save scumming by any stretch of the imagination, but we're not doing it with this game. All right, go to the main menu. Enjoy the groove. All right, well, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great day, and be safe out there. It's all about committing to choices. At least the first couple playthroughs, and then it's all about making sure you choose every possible decision and make sure you see every possible scene. You know, we all enjoy ourselves in different ways. Have a good one, y'all.